Hello and welcome to Sarah's Tarot. Today I have 3 piles for you to choose from with readings regarding whether you will find love in 2020, and this is for single people who are in search of love. So if you focus your eyes on the cards in front of you and decide which you feel drawn to. Pile 1, Pile 2 or Pile 3. Let's now take a look at what is coming in for you with regards to love in 2020. Okay, so for those of you drawn to Pile 1, I'm going to start with your tarot reading and then we'll take a look at your oracle card guidance and we'll see if love is coming in for you in 2020. Dear angels, spirit and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to those people who were drawn to Pile 1. What is coming in terms of love for those people, please? What do they need to know? Are there any soulmates, twin flames, or potential relationships for next year, please? Ooh. Okay, we'll start with these 2 cards. And your first card is the Queen of Pentacles. We then have the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups, lovely card, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, beautiful, 8 of Cups, so we've got 2 8s here, the Fool card, 5 of Swords, 6 of Wands and the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards for you. So as I look at these cards, the first thing I notice is we have in the middle of your reading some very strong water sign energy. That's the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, relating to Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We also have fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have the Queen of Pentacles relating to earth energy of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, as you start the year, you have the Page of Wands, which relates to new beginnings and indicates that you are possibly taking a leap of faith in love. Okay, the Page of Wands is someone who is very bold, very brave, and grabs opportunities with both hands. So you've kind of got fire in your belly as you begin 2020. Those of you drawn to this pile, I'm sensing a touch of wonder, a touch of excitement of what the year will bring, and you are up for the challenge, as it were. So you're ready for what the year will bring as you step into January 2020. You are not going to give up until you find the person of your dreams. The 6 of Wands is all about success. It's about overcoming adversity, and your goals are very specific and you know what you want and you are going after it with gusto, especially with these 2 cards. So as you start the year, it does look as if you are very focused and intent on winning and finding Mr. or Mrs. Right. Now, you have had your battles and there will be some obstacles, as we have the Five of Swords, some challenges along the way. But it isn't anything that you can't handle, okay? The Five of Swords does indicate the need to make sure that you don't get involved with anyone who is perhaps a bit negative, slightly narcissistic even. So do watch out for any red flags along the way when it comes to potential romance. Don't get entangled with a person who is out for themselves. Let's put it that way. And then the Fool card indicates again that you have this wonderful spring in your step next year, and also indicates a new beginning, a new start. You are taking a chance on love. You are letting go of doubts. You're letting go of fears, putting one foot in front of the other and going in search of what it is you want, what it is you need for fulfillment. We have the Ten of Cups underneath, directly beneath the Fool, and this is what you're going in search of: fulfillment of your, going in search of your happy ever after, going in search of contentment, fulfillment. I feel many of you drawn to this deck may even find someone who wants to settle down, and perhaps you're thinking about settling down, perhaps even committing to someone in 2020. Maybe you want to move on from being single. Perhaps the time has come now for you to open the door to being with that person who will fulfill your dreams. So let's have a look at your other cards and see how that works out, because you do have this wonderful Cups energy, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, as I said, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And here I can see this beautiful energy stepping into 2020 around the middle of the year. Perhaps the cups do relate to summer, and this is the middle of your reading, so I'm sensing this will be around the summertime. Could be early summer, could be late summer, but the Knight of Cups relates to romance. So there is romance stepping into your life here, and someone is opening their heart to you, possibly asking you out on a date, or this may even be you asking that person out on a date. But there is a connection here between this offer and an actual date with someone who is possibly a water sign or has a lot of water in their chart. Okay, so this is real potential for new love here, and as I say, for many of you, around about the summertime. You are leaving behind certain pain, certain sorrow from the past. You're walking away now. You're closing the door. Some of you may have been holding on to a previous relationship, or perhaps you are literally on the verge of walking away as you watch this reading. The Eight of Cups indicates this is a relationship where you would have tried very hard, but you're going in search of emotional fulfillment. It is so strong here. Look at you. Here you go. You're off on your travels, and the world is a very big place. There is a touch of sadness with this Eight of Cups in that, it relates to sort of disappointment in love. And for some of you, this is something that you hadn't really wanted to do in the past, but you kind of had no alternative. But you really are leaving this door firmly closed as you go off toward this new romance, this new love that you are searching for. And there is so much love with the water signs that is coming in. So a wonderful, deep experience, peak experience, appears to be happening around the middle of 2020, which could lead to everlasting love. Although I would say that there is a need to keep it real. You know, it's great to go off on an adventure to find love, you know, and you clearly are, you know, you're not holding back here. You're letting go of any doubts, any fears. You're moving forward. You're going for it in 2020 in a big, big way, okay? But do make sure that, you know, you're not reckless or impulsive in your search, you know. Make sure that you don't rush into anything in your bid to find this wonderful, happy ever after, you know. It's there if you are brave enough to go in search of it. You've got the Eight of Swords. So there may be some insecurities, perhaps hesitation, procrastination. Maybe this is because, you know, around the middle of the year, summertime, etc., you have come across this beautiful water sign energy and potential for love, and it may have frightened you a little bit. And, you know, as this comes out directly beneath the Eight of Cups, it could be, you know, to do with this past love that you have walked away from, this past disappointment that has led to you having these kind of walls that you've built around yourself, and these fears that you are now projecting onto your future stem from previous situations, or this situation that you've walked away from, that you've left behind, okay? Don't allow the previous year to hold you back in 2020 is what I feel the message is what they're giving me here, okay? Because you appear to be hesitant and concerned that maybe you could get hurt again, you know, and this can stop us from finding the love that we desire, because we close down our hearts, we build walls around ourselves, and that's what you sort of appear to be doing for a while here, or could possibly happen. And when we do that, we give off a completely different vibe, a completely different energy, and we can close down something that could be quite wonderful. So try not to build too thick walls around you, and try not to allow the previous year's situation to be carried into 2020. And yes, it is clearly to do with issues of trust. You've got the Seven of Cups here. It is to do with issues of trust from the past, you know. But every relationship is unique, and that's what you need to remember. Whatever happened previously will not necessarily repeat itself, okay? So, you know, you're being urged here to judge every person and every encounter as an individual set of circumstances, because that's what it is, you know. Different people bring different things to a relationship, and I feel that there is a danger here of you allowing past issues to affect your future potential for love, you know. You have this Two of Wands though, so this is another indication that you are looking forward rather than backward. You know, that it clearly is a year for moving toward your goals, toward what you want and what you need in life, emotionally and in terms of love. And there is a decision you need to make here. Now, some of you may meet this person, and it could be that there is a decision around location or possible change of location. This could also be a decision later on in the year with regard to more commitment. The Two of Wands can sometimes relate to engagements, moving in together, but more commitment in some way. And your world is getting so much bigger. Can you see you're holding the world ball here? Your world is getting so much bigger, you know, and you've come a long way since walking away from this situation. Now, whether you had previously walked away from that or you are just firmly closing the door in 2020, you know, you have come a long way. But as you get towards the end of next year or 2020, and then the Queen of Pentacles energy at the end of your reading indicates that life settles down by the end of 2020. For some of you, this could literally be settling down with someone, perhaps with this wonderful Cups energy or romantic energy that's stepping in. This is a lot of romance here going on. And we have, you know, the Fool card here. You're stepping out into the world. You are being bold. You're going after what you want. And what you want is this happy ever after, you know. And then that could possibly lead to feelings of contentment, feeling settled with yourself, you know. This is what you are kind of achieving. Here you are, Page of Wands, stepping out into the world, being bold, being adventurous, embracing life with both hands, being prepared to take a chance on love. And by the end of it, you have reached stability. You know, you are feeling secure with regard to yourself and those around you. And in terms of love, you're taking a very practical, down-to-earth approach. But there's a lot of security with that wonderful earth energy. For some of you, this could also relate to financial security getting better as well. Perhaps, you know, the two of you are pulling resources or something like that. But it's a lovely, comforting energy, the Queen of Pentacles. So let's have a look at your Oracle guidance now. Okay, so you have the Past Life card, and this is from the Universal Wisdom Oracle deck. So whoever this is likely to be someone who you have known before in your past life. How wonderful is that? Okay, so this beautiful Cups energy will be something or someone that you recognize instantly. There could be a twin flame or soulmate connection here. And your next card, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So patience is key. This person, this wonderful romance or potential romance is something that is so worth your wait, okay? Because divine timing is at play here. The angels, spirit, your spirit guides are all working behind the scenes to bring this person into your life at the right time and in the right place, okay? And then you have from the Whispers of Love deck, the Union of Hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. I love that. So a wonderful connection between you and this other person. You seem to be fitting together emotionally, don't you hear? You know, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, a similar energy. Maybe one is slightly more mature than the other. Maybe you are going to meet someone slightly younger or slightly older in 2020. And there will be an incredible union of hearts, which makes so much sense. As you know, the Cups people are all about the hearts and love and compassion. And that is your love reading. I hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. And do join me on my lives on Monday, Wednesday and Friday evening around 8:30 p.m. GMT. Bye for now. So for those of you drawn to pile 2, I'm going to take a look at your tarot reading for the year ahead, and then we'll take a look at your oracle cards and we'll see if new love will be entering your life in 2020. Dear angels, spirit guides and spirit, please send your loving guidance to those who were drawn to pile 2. What love potential awaits them, please, in 2020? Will they attract a soulmate, a twin flame, or a potential love relationship? What do they need to know, please? Okay, so your first card is the Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, Five of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Page of Cups, wonderful, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay, so you have some water sign energy here in your reading and air energy as well. We also have a fire energy around you in 2020, and as you step into the new year, the King of Wands, which relates to the fire sign energy of Aries, Leo and Sag, I feel is pushing you forward toward your dreams. The King of Wands is someone who takes charge of their life, and they don't allow others to steer them. This is someone who knows what they want and they go after it. And so this is very likely to be your energy as you step into 2020. You are feeling very assertive and very sure of who it is and what you want to achieve in terms of love in 2020. And you're not holding back. In fact, you're feeling quite impatient and raring to go, you know. You've reached a stage of maturity as this is the king, you know. The Wands energy can be quite impulsive, but when we get to the king, the level of the king, we are talking about a calmer, more reflective energy, but an energy that's focused on the future. And you know what you want, and you know how to go and get it, and no one is going to hold you back. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is an earth energy, and it relates to abundance and real potential. And your sights are set on what you want to manifest. You know, you are very fixed on the future, and you're ready for this new start in your life in terms of love. And you're planting seeds as you move into 2020. You are planting seeds and you're planning ahead, and you're thinking about the future in a very practical way. And the Ace of Pentacles indicates that you can manifest what you want if you put the time and the energy and the commitment into finding it, okay? So here we have this fiery motivation to plant seeds for the future. And you're realizing that these things don't happen overnight, and that anything worthwhile is waiting for. Okay, so as I said, this is quite a mature fire energy who realizes that there are certain steps you have to take in order to find true love, and you are putting so much effort into this. You're pulling out all the stops. You are working very hard to succeed on this, and you're not going to give up until you get there. The 8 is all about success. That's what that number relates to. Success, ambition, hard work, effort, and you are set upon achieving this. And these seeds that you are planting at the beginning of the year have real potential of materializing your dream lover. But as I said, you are realizing that there is a need to put the work in. And the King of Wands is a very hard-working energy. And also, I have to say, for some of you, this could even be a fire sign-like energy stepping into your life, perhaps at the beginning of the year even. This may be someone that you've met over the festive season. Could have been at a Christmas party, get together, that kind of thing. So this could be someone with real potential stepping into your life at the very start of the year. And they will be someone who will kind of appear unexpectedly. This is not someone you had necessarily planned on meeting. The King of Wands can step into our life all of a sudden, but there is real potential here if this is what's happening for you, if you put the effort in. Okay, now the Tower card does indicate a sudden realization, even a wake-up call about life, about your love life. Maybe certain events are happening in the world around you, and you're kind of seeing life through different eyes now in terms of love. You're realizing that, whatever has happened in your past, you can rebuild, you can let certain situations go, and if you are willing to put the effort in, you can overcome whatever challenges you may face going into 2020. And the Devil card here does indicate a real passion that is stirring within you. In fact, it's quite explosive in many ways. This could even be sexual passion, sexual energy between you and someone else that you are attracted to. Maybe it's to do with this King of Wands that's stepping into some people's lives. The King of Wands tends to be quite a sexual being, so it doesn't surprise me at all that the Devil card has come out directly beneath this person. So I do feel a real attraction between you and someone else, but it is tempered as well. It's tempered. So there's a sort of, how can I say, conflicting energy here between diving in and taking a cautious approach. The angels are stepping in here and giving you a lot of support around this as well. They are kind of helping you to cool down a little and find a middle ground. In other words, be patient with whatever new love steps into your world in 2020. It may be that you need to make a few tweaks or sacrifices with regard to your desires. It may be that you have to be prepared to be open to meeting new or different types of people, and realizing that a few of your boxes may not be ticked. Things may not be perfect with this person or whoever comes into your life this year, but nevertheless, you could still have a very good love relationship, because you have this Page of Cups, and it could even be that this is a Page of Cups stepping in around the summertime. Page of Cups relates to the summer. This may be someone reaching out to you, contacting you, perhaps over the internet, or maybe when you're out and about with friends, enjoying yourself, as you have the Three of Cups here. So there does appear to be a lot of fun to be had during the summer. It looks as if you're stepping out of your comfort zone this year, not just to find love, but just to enjoy life. I feel as if you are ready to enjoy life emotionally, you know. I do feel that 2019 was a little sad for some of you, and 2020 is a year where you want to leave that sadness behind and let your hair down a little bit. And whilst you do that, this may be where you find this wonderful Page of Cups, because of course love doesn't come to us, we must reach out for it. And that's what the Page of Cups is saying. You know, sometimes we need to open our hearts, wear our hearts on our sleeve a little bit, but there could also be a choice as well around the sort of early summer, late summer time between two types of people. We've got this wonderful water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone who is very emotional, very loving, quite innocent in their ways. And then we have the complete opposite in the Devil, someone who is perhaps very appealing sexually, but may not be the type of person that would be good for you. And I'm sensing a pattern here for some of you drawn to this reading of being drawn towards a certain type of person. And maybe there is a need for you, as I said earlier with the Temperance card, for you to really look at that and decide whether that is what you want now going forward. Do you want to repeat that? You know, this person is very alluring. This person is very alluring, and there is a real sexual chemistry here. But, you know, in every other way, they may not be conducive to a happy ever after. Whereas the Page of Cups has real potential, is able to give you love. They may not be quite as exciting as the Devil, the person in this Devil card, but they are consistent with their love. And you have to decide, I feel, between whether you want this passionate sexual chemistry, bond, or whether you want the potential for love that can flourish and grow in the future. But, you know, the Three of Cups, as I said, you know, does see you stepping out of your comfort zone and meeting some really lovely people, I feel, in 2020. Not just in terms of relationships, but in terms of friendships, you know, soulmates. And then we move on to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles indicates that abundance is coming your way in some form, and you're feeling more settled as you get to the as you get past the summer and the sort of late summer, early autumn time. You're feeling more settled. You're manifesting certain things, certain energies, certain people into your life. Perhaps that's to do with this Three of Cups. This could be celebrations as well. And the Three of Cups can sometimes indicate engagement on that type of thing. So there does appear to be celebrations of some sort, and maybe in connection with family. You're feeling more secure. You're feeling like you are more settled, more stable within yourself, okay? So you appear to be moving on from this situation, the Tower card, where you have had your challenges to face. But as I said, you're working very, very hard to overcome them. And there is light at the end of the tunnel here with this Three of Cups. You know, you are regaining your love of life, okay? Whatever difficulties you've had in 2019, your spark is coming back, your passion is coming back. You know, there is this Five of Cups, and it does indicate that there are stirrings of the past within you, some sadness that perhaps you still haven't healed from, and you're sort of looking back and feeling a little nostalgic, melancholy. Maybe you're missing someone. And, you know, the Five of Cups does indicate that even though you are looking back in this way, that there is so much more in your life for you to hold on to. And you will get through this period of time of reflection. And I just feel there's some thoughts you need to process with regard to the past here. The Queen of Swords energy and the Page of Swords energy relates to air signs, Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. So as you end the year, there is some honesty that you need to face. This could be that you're needing to be honest with yourself. There may be a decision you're needing to make regarding your love life. And the cards are telling me that there is a need to make sure that you are using logic and using your mind when it comes to any of those decisions, you know. Just being clear on what it is you want, you know, not settling for second best, going after things in a very positive, motivated way, and making sure you tick those important boxes, although being open and flexible to perhaps allowing someone to enter your life that isn't exactly as you want, but may have potential. You see here with this Page of Cups, there is true potential with the Page of Cups, this beautiful, gentle energy. So let's have a look at your Oracle guidance as well now. So you have the Butterfly Wings card. You are emerging. You're stepping out of your cocoon. You're open to change. This is something that is happening on a very deep level. I do feel certain experiences have changed you, and events in the world even are helping you to see, are guiding you towards seeing things with new eyes. You know, you want different things from life, especially in terms of love, and you're leaving your cocoon behind you and you're stepping out into the world and you're embracing life. And your romance angel card is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So it is, you know, the angels are urging you toward the realization that it is safe for you to love, okay? Sometimes you can be quite harsh on yourself, I feel, looking at this Queen of Swords here and the Page of Swords. A little judgmental perhaps. And there may be a need to give yourself a little bit more self-love this year, I feel. A little bit of TLC. But, you know, the angels are saying it is safe to love. It's time now to open your heart a little bit and let new love in. And your card from the Whispers of Love Oracle is Take a Chance on Love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. You see, so yes, it's time now. It's time perhaps for you to be open to new potential relationships, to knock down those walls or barriers that you may have built around you, to step out of this cocoon that you have kind of been quite comfortable in, and emerge as this beautiful soul that you are, and show the world who you are. You know, go out there into the world. King of Wands energy is behind you. Go out there into the world and go after what you want, who you want. Don't settle for second best. Be honest with yourself, but at the same time, don't be harsh on yourself. You know, give yourself the compassion that you deserve. Whatever's happened in the past has happened. It's time to move forward now. And that's what your cards are saying here. You know, and they're letting you know that it is safe for you to love. And I hope you have enjoyed your love reading. If you have, then please give the video a like and subscribe, and do join me on my lives on Monday, Wednesday and Friday evenings around 8 p.m. GMT. Bye for now. So for those of you drawn to pile 3, I'm going to take a look at your tarot reading for the year ahead, and then we'll look at your oracle guidance, and we'll see if love is coming to you in 2020. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to those who were drawn to pile 3. Is new love coming in 2020? Could these people find their soulmate or their twin flame? What messages do you have for us, please? For the year ahead in terms of love. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Hanged Man. Then we have the 9 of Swords, the Judgment card, the Hermit, the Lovers, 2 of Swords, High Priestess, 7 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So as we step into 2020, what I'm picking up here is a very grounded earth energy with the King of Pentacles. This relates to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this may be literally at the beginning of the year that this person steps into your life and brings in stability with regard to future love. This could be someone who is very practical, very down to earth, very forward planning, but there also be someone who likes to take their time in love. So for some of you, this may be real potential with someone, especially as it's come directly above the Lovers card. So this could be a lover. I do read both across and down when I do readings. So we're looking at a potential love situation here with this King of Pentacles, but one that doesn't happen overnight. So, you know, as this card is at the beginning of the year, I feel this is something that could grow, could blossom and develop into this love situation. It's a very mature energy, the King of Pentacles, and one that cannot be rushed. But as I said, the Lovers card directly beneath this card indicates that this has real potential for growth in terms of love as we move through the year. And also, this could be you. It could relate to you, especially if you are an earth sign. Or it could be that you are taking the long-term view. You are starting the year with regard to love with a very practical approach. You're not rushing into anything. You're setting your sights high as well. You want to find someone who can bring you stability. You know, you're done with these people that fly into your life quickly and leave just as quickly. You are looking for more commitment, more stability, more security. For those of you who relate to this energy as you start the year. And the Seven of Cups indicates there are options around you. Some of you may have several people around you who are either interested in you or you are interested in them. But you're being very sensible about this, you know. There is a touch of confusion, but you're taking your time here, as I said. And, you know, when this card comes out, it does ask you to be very realistic about your love options. And don't be fooled by anyone or anything that looks lovely and shiny on the surface. Dig a little deeper, take your time, okay? And if someone or something seems too good to be true, then it probably is what this card is saying. But there are options, and perhaps this is also to do with options with regard to what you want, what you really want, what you dream of. What are your dreams and goals in terms of love, okay? Asking you to be very, very realistic whilst still going after your dreams. So keeping a very balanced approach, which is what the King of Pentacles energy is all about. Keeping a balanced approach of what you can achieve in life, you know. I mean, you know, ideally, our, you know, happy ever after is what we're all aiming for, but sometimes we just have to keep it very real. And the High Priestess card is urging you to tap into your intuition, to be guided by what your heart's and what your gut instinct is telling you, you know, especially if there is someone around you who you're a little bit unsure of, or, as I said, who seems a little bit too good to be true. If your intuition is making you feel uneasy, then listen very carefully to what it is saying. Listen to those whispers of your heart, because you know, you seem to have this real psychic awareness in 2020. You just feel things with regard to people, potential lovers. And Spirit are very much here guiding you in 2020 toward the right path. So do make sure that you listen to that intuition before making any judgments about your future. The Two of Swords here is an indication of the need to face up to something, a certain situation, a reality of life perhaps. You know, as I was saying, it's about being real with things. I feel some of you also are keeping your options open. You know, you may be toying between one or two or several people at the moment and are unsure as to which one is good for you in terms of your long-term future. But the Two of Swords is saying it's time to make a decision if that's the case, okay? This cannot be put off any longer. And there's also a need to face up to your future and what you want, to be very honest with yourself. And to let go of any fears as well that you may have regarding love, because it has come out above the Nine of Swords. So there does appear to be a certain amount of anxiety around the middle of the year, where you are kind of worrying about future commitments, and it may be that certain situations in the past, or perhaps during 2019, have led you to feel afraid of love. Are you afraid of love? Are you afraid of opening the door to love, to opening your heart, to allow love in? It can be a frightening prospect. especially when we have been hurt. And I do feel there is a need for some healing with regard to the past here. And perhaps also a need to deal with certain issues that you have faced in the past, you know, that you've been that have been kind of buried, or you've buried them, put them on the back burner, hoping things will go away, you know, blinding yourself to the truth of certain situations. Whatever it is, there is a need to do some healing work here, I feel, and face up to some harsh truths, maybe with regard to a past relationship that you have had difficulty letting go of, or that still kind of gives you nightmares, that still enters your dreams. You know, are you struggling with that? If you are, maybe it would be good to talk to someone, get some advice about that. But there is a need to heal from this and to work towards inner contentment, which is what you get here with this Nine of Pentacles. Now, as I said, we have the Lovers card here, and that is the energy of Gemini. Some of you may find you meet a Gemini this year, or an air sign perhaps. The Lovers card indicates possible commitment, indicates a connection with you and someone else. Could even be a soulmate here, a soulmate connection, maybe with this King of Pentacles. Whoever it is or whatever it is, it's a lovely energy when it comes to looking for love, okay? Because this suggests that there will be someone around you who you have a real bond with, or potential for developing a real bond with. And it may be that you have to make a decision about this. This could be relating to these options that I was discussing earlier, that I felt were around some of you, you know. And also with the Two of Swords, you know, if we put these cards together, it could be that if you do have more than one person that around you with regard to love, then there's a need to face up to a decision. Who is it that you want, you know? Because I feel this situation can't continue indefinitely. There needs to be an honest appraisal and approach to what you want going forward in terms of love. You know, especially if you're in a love triangle or something like that. There is a lot for you to think about in 2020 in terms of love, and you're shining a light on this love situation, and deciding what you want going forward. If you're not in a love triangle, or that you know if this isn't about a particular person, then you're looking at what you want. What is it you need on a soul level? The Hermit is someone who retreats. So there appears to be a period of you retreating, withdrawing for a while, early summertime, and just so that you can look ahead toward your future and think about what you truly, truly want from love. You know, as I said, the King of Pentacles indicates that you're not in any rush to commit to anyone. You do want love, but you're not in any rush. And you're taking steps and making sure that you spend enough time looking at what would make you happy and shining a light on the way ahead. You know, the Judgment card. Again, this is you kind of feeling that it's time to let go of the past. You know, that this Hermit card does indicate reflection, perhaps reflection on the past as well. Reflection on past mistakes in terms of love. You know, and there is this fear that you may repeat these mistakes. You know, this is what you're worrying about here. But sometimes we just have to close the door, take a deep breath, as with the hermit, and focus on the future and what that may bring. The Judgment card indicates that it's time for acceptance now, acceptance of what was and acceptance of what will be. The Hanged Man. Now, this is a card that is asking you to, first of all, be patient in terms of love. So we're getting a line of patience here. Okay. Be patient, but also make sure that you are open to looking at new ways of finding love. You know, if your search in the past has led you down the wrong path, or if you are being attracted to the wrong type of person, is it time now for change? Do you need to take a different approach, see things with new eyes? You know, and that's why the Hermit card is stepping in, to allow you to think about these things. The universe is kind of bringing a little pause here for you, just so that you can take a deep breath and think about this approach of yours and your pattern with regard to meeting new people in your life. Is there a need for change? The Ace of Wands indicates a wonderful new beginning. Once you have made your decision, you know, here you are, Seven of Cups, lots to think about. Maybe several possibilities around you. Hermit card, deep reflection, and the result of which indicates a new, powerful beginning. This could be the start of something wonderful between you and someone else. You've got the Four of Pentacles, so there is a need for you to trust, to ask the universe for what you want, to believe, to have faith, to realise that these walls that you have built around your heart are understandable, but they can be preventing love from coming to you. So there's work that needs to be done here. Perhaps that's why you've got the Hanged Man and the Hermit. There's work that needs to be done with regard to your future potential for love. The Judgment card is asking you to let go of any harsh judgments, whether that's with regard to yourself or past relationships, to let go of these walls that you've built around you, slowly but surely, of course. And the Nine of Pentacles at the end of your reading indicates that, you know, 2020 will end with you feeling quite secure within yourself, and enjoying rewards and the fruits of your labour. And I feel that many of you who were drawn to this pile will have reached a stage by the end of 2020 where you're feeling quite confident and know what you want. Okay, so let's have a look at your Oracle guidance, and your first card is Intention. So the angels are urging you here to set your intention. What is it you want? Who is it you want? What type of person would fulfill you? What type of person would give you what you need? What is it you don't want? That can be a good start. You know, what have you learned from the past? From past relationships? What is it you don't want anymore? What do you want to leave behind? What have you learned? Because that's what the Judgment card is all about, learning from previous experiences. What is it you don't want? What do you need to close the door on? What do you need to change? What are your intentions going forward is what this card is asking you to look at, especially whilst you're in this hermit mode during early sort of summertime. Intentions with regard to what you want to attract. You know, this is putting your intentions out into the universe and believing that you can attract what you want, what you need. And your romance angel card is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So whatever may have occurred in the past, let it go now. Make your judgments and let them go. Face up to what happened and just deal with any issues that are left over from this, deal with any fears or insecurities, and then bring this positivity back about your future, okay? Have faith that love will come into your life if you truly want it, but you need to knock down these walls that you may have built around yourself, okay? And if this is potential love, this King of Pentacles energy, give it some time and believe that, you have the ability to manifest this love by remaining positive and setting those positive intentions and putting them out into the universe and asking the angels, the universe, to help you with your search. Turn on your heart light. I really love that. This is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. I really do love that card. Turn on your heart light. Isn't that beautiful? She's holding her heart there. Turn on your heart light. Okay, let go of these brick walls. Start dismantling them. Turn that heart light on. Feel it within yourself glowing and put it out there into the universe. Other people can pick this up. Potential lovers can pick up when we have turned our heart light on, and that is how you can attract the right person into your life in 2020. And that is your love reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, and do join me on my lives on Monday, Wednesday and Friday evenings around 8 p.m. GMT. Bye for now.